I want to start this video off by sincerely apologizing for complaining about WWE Creative and Triple H on a weekly basis. I see the comments saying that if I don't like it, I need to stop watching and I need to cut WWE Creative some slack, and I actually agree with that. So I went out and I got a peace offering to make sure we could just end the beef. This is what I got for y'all. A fresh jar of Bliss Stacks. So the next time you decide to go kiss Triple H and WWE Creative ass, the least thing you could do is make sure your lips are chapped. Now I get it. I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. There's only a little bit of creators that's covering WWE in the grand scheme of things. WWE has a potential to have millions and millions of viewerships. There's only a little bit of creators. Out of them little bit of creators, a lot of them really care about getting a thumbs up from WWE. They really want to be on the WWE show. They really want to be in Triple H's graces. Me? I don't give a shit about Triple H. I don't give a shit about being in WWE graces. I'ma call it like it is. I know this isn't surprising to most of y'all. This episode of Raw was horrible. No Roman Reigns, no CM Punk, no emotion in the crowd, no emotion in the WWE Creative. I see people online complaining about the Kansas City crowd. Shout out to Kansas City. What do you want them to do? There's nothing compelling happening at all in this show. When the best thing you have on Monday Night Raw is Gunther going against a ring announcer, we have a serious problem. Now, I'm not going to lie, Pat McAfee, he cut a great promo. He cut actually a better promo than a lot of wrestlers would in the back. I give him that. But man, this is still Gunther, bro. We're talking about 80-90% of his time in WWE, he had a belt on him. He's fresh off of WrestleMania. The next pay-per-view, he's fighting Pat McAfee, a ring announcer. They had no prior heat before. They really never had no beef. He didn't even want to choke him out. He wanted to choke Michael Cole out because he run his mouth like a little girl. But now this is what's being booked. Pat McAfee versus Gunther. That's the best on a Monday Night Raw show. I really don't understand how people could say with a straight face, they could watch a show like this and say, man, it was a solid show. I can't wait for Backlash. What? Going in the Backlash, did y'all hear about the rumored card? Congratulations, for the 100 millionth time, we're gonna get John Cena versus Randy Orton. We get a nothing fatal four-way match for the United States Championship. LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and Jacob Fatu. What has Drew McIntyre done to deserve this? This is where I start getting pissed off at The Rock. The Rock, you know, Drew McIntyre, that's your man. You helped him close the deal. You gifted him with a sword.
Oh my God.
You can't come out your penthouse in Maui to come backstage and be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Scrap them plans for Drew McIntyre because he deserves better. Why is he stuck in the mid-card? What have he done to be stuck in the mid-card? He had one of the best feuds of last year going against CM Punk. He is responsible for putting the Hell in a Cell match back at its rightful prestige because Hell in a Cell was getting straight corny. Then you turn around, 2025, he's stuck on a mid-card fighting for the U.S. title. They're trying to put together a tag team match, Seth and Braun versus Roman and Punk. Now, a lot of these matches not confirmed. Of course, Randy, Becky, and you got Gunther, and so they might change some stuff since the card got kind of leaked out. But if a tag match, Seth and Braun versus Roman and Punk. So Roman and Punk go from hating each other to being partners, to hating each other to being. Do they fuck with each other or not? The booking is so confusing. There's actually a real argument that AEW Dynamite has been better than Raw the past few weeks. Whenever that's a topic of conversation, you have a big problem on your hands. Now, you know what really pisses me off? When people say, well, there's a small percentage of people making the loudest noise. So all of you in the comments that feel like me, that think this show 9 times out of 10 be crap, they think it's only a little bit of us making the loudest noise. Well, let's check out some data, and I'm gonna put this link in the description so y'all can check it out yourselves. January 6th, of course, we know that was Raw on Netflix. That was when they had the big extravaganza, the big letdown for a lot of us. Almost 6 million viewerships, right? Now, January 13th, January 20th, January 27th, all the way down to March 3rd, they haven't even really seen 3 million yet. They struggled drastically to get 3 million. March 3rd, you know what March 3rd was, right? That was the Raw after John Cena turned heel. Now, they did keep the 3 million mark up, but this is crazy, right? March 31st, 2.9 million views. April 7th, 2.8 million views. April 14th, 2.9 million views. How was it even possible leading up to WrestleMania 41, you're losing viewership? Oh, I know how it's possible. It happens when you put little to no effort in creating. It's not even like it's bad creative. It's just not creative at all. I really think they're making the show up on the fly. This is horrible. It's not just me, y'all. I'm not just the one complaining. People are complaining, but they're doing it different ways. I chose to waste my life watching Raw, watching SmackDown, getting on YouTube, and this is the fun part when I get to holler at y'all in the comments. That's the fun part of me. That's where it's like, all right, maybe it was worth it. A lot of people are choosing with their remote. Click off. Watching NBA playoffs. Click off. People would rather watch WNBA than Monday Night Raw? And you want to tell me that Triple H is doing good creative? And this is the last thing too. Y'all can look in the article. Yo, it's rumors, because you know Netflix doesn't like leaking some of this stuff out. It's rumors that WrestleMania 41 didn't even crack the top 10 on Netflix. How does the biggest show, the grandest show of all time, doesn't crack top 10 in Netflix? And y'all mad at me? Now, this is allegedly the on-location elite package for SummerSlam. Night 1 and Night 2 is going for a whopping $40,000. For $40,000, Triple H, I need to be wrestling Roman Reigns in the main event Night 2 for the WWE Undisputed title. For $40,000, what are you doing creatively that's worth $40,000? Now let's see what they include in the package. Premium front row seating, in-ring opt at WrestleMania, private transportation, elite welcome event, private section, you can watch the show with Kevin Nash, post-show press conference access, tickets to both nights on WrestleMania, and if $40,000 too much for you, cool, they got a $32,000 package for us brokies. They're hiking the numbers up as far as the price, and it's like the creative is actually going down. It's not like the creative is raising and they're trying to match it, they're trying to justify it. They don't give a shit. And this is the most frustrating thing. The middle class is completely getting priced out of everything. We can't even go to SummerSlam without being at the nosebleed at the top of the stadium. And even that ticket probably costs a few hundred. Don't let you want to eat a hot dog, get you a cold beverage. Now, I do want to highlight some positive. Jey Uso, he gave his glasses to the kid that had cancer in the front row. I think moments like that are very good, very special. The kid looked hype, excited. His dad looked excited. I like stuff like that, man. I like stuff like that in pro wrestling a lot, man. Of course, like I said, the Pat McAfee promo, that was pretty good. Now let's get to the last thing. This is what this show is based around. Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn just got through into the middle of this. And he said at the end of the night, you need to make a decision. You could have a world title shot. Just go to SmackDown so we don't have to destroy you. Sami Zayn declines, of course gets beat to a pulp, and then the show goes off. And while Sami Zayn is getting beat to a pulp, he got speared like 100 times. He got his head stomped in. You would think Jey Uso will come out and do something. No. Well, why he didn't come out? He got love tapped on his chin. Logan Paul didn't even have no brass knuckles on. And he laid on the backstage concrete floor for 30 to 40 minutes.
That's karma, Oos.
This show is just, it does make no logical sense. And like, honestly, I really don't see Triple H being here much longer. It's no way you could keep this up. It's just no way. People don't want to watch this. Now, I understand WWE has a very, very interesting fan base to where people will pay $40,000 to be front row and do all these things. I get that. But man, Netflix can't be happy with these numbers. They can't be happy with this show. This is globally. They are making the same numbers they did when they weren't globally. The math is not mathing at all. At a certain point, he's going to have to give some type of explanation for this. We could already see there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of weird stuff going on backstage. Those higher ups at TKO are seeing these numbers. I doubt they're pleased. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. Raw on Netflix viewership is dropping drastically. There is no effort in creative booking at all. Let me know if y'all think I'm tripping. Let me know if you think the millions and millions of people that are tuning out weekly on Raw on Netflix is tripping. If you think this is a good show, state your claim in the comments, man. I'ma holler at y'all in the comments. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.